Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brandon. Welcome back to Marotta Media. You guys might have seen my community post a few days ago. It's been a really busy month. That's why I haven't posted much. And there's been a few holidays that have passed. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween, happy Thanksgiving. It is officially Christmas season. There's been a lot of movies that I have to talk about, and a few of them could be awards contenders. And I believe that that includes the one that I'm going to be talking about in this video, The Menu. In The Menu, we follow a group of people that go to this secluded restaurant on an island called Hawthorne. And slowly we begin to find out more and the sinister plot as to why these people are there. That's the most basic way I could put the plot of this movie without spoiling anything. Now, The Menu is a movie that I have been excited for quite some time, but at the same time I was very nervous going into it. And the reason for that is because I feel like I've been seeing the previews for this movie for what feels like a year now. I swear, I remember seeing the preview for this movie for the very first time, like, at the beginning of the year. And if I see a trailer that much for that long, I feel like I'm just gonna go see the movie because I feel obligated to. But I'm very happy that I was, because The Menu not only exceeded my expectations, this is one of my favorite movies of the year, without question. What I loved most about The Menu is how it perfectly blends different genres together. Because in my opinion, The Menu is one of the funniest, if not the funniest movie of the year. I laughed hysterically several times throughout this movie. And while it is very funny, it is also very suspenseful. It definitely keeps the laughs coming consistently, but at the same time, it remains suspenseful and it keeps you guessing and wanting answers. And not only does the movie perfectly balance genres, it also perfectly balances all of its characters. Because there are a lot of characters in this movie. All of them are included on the film's poster. So that would be a pretty daunting task to give each of them just enough characterization to the point where you care about them and want to know more about them. But The Menu pulls it off seamlessly. The meal that all of them are having is split into courses, and during each course we're shown different conversations amongst them, and we find out more things about them and why they're there. And as the meal goes on, we slowly start to uncover the dark truth about each of them. And through each meal, we get a sense of their personality, and almost everybody at this dinner is just a pompous asshole. People who you probably wouldn't want to have dinner with because they think they're better than everybody. And there are definitely characters that are given a much bigger spotlight, but I'm okay with that because each of them were given just enough to work with to make them interesting. But to add to the intrigue of the characters, they're all played miraculously. Obviously, the standouts being Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, Ralph Fiennes. Anya Taylor-Joy, she's been phenomenal in almost, I think, everything that I've seen her in up until this point. She was fantastic in The Witch, The Northman, and of course The Queen's Gambit, the show that blew her up. And then there's Ralph Fiennes, and I think Ralph Fiennes should play the villain in almost everything he's in. Now, I'm not saying he should be typecasted as a villain, but this guy is just a great antagonist. We've known this from his days as Voldemort. But he plays a villainous character so well. He has this very threatening presence. Every time he speaks, he just commands the room, and in this movie, that's literally how it is. He just claps and all eyes are on him. So it feels almost as if he's telling the audience as well, hey, all eyes on me, look up here. And as you may have guessed, The Menu is also a very food-centric film. As I mentioned, the meal is split into these different courses, and each course is introduced with a title card and a close-up of the food itself, and it even has the names of the course and all of the ingredients that are included. So in a way, the movie seems almost as if it's encouraging you to try to make these things yourself by listing all of the ingredients, and I thought that was an awesome inclusion. And these title cards of the courses make for some of the more hilarious moments in the movie. One in particular involving a character trying to cook made me laugh out loud, one of the hardest times that I've laughed all year. But I do have a few issues with The Menu as well. A few nitpicks I have are, one, the cinematography looks a little bit uninspired. I feel like they could have gotten a lot more creative with the camera movements moving around this restaurant, but a lot of them are very stagnant and just boring and by the numbers. I feel like they could have done some really cool stuff here, but it felt like a huge missed opportunity. And this is as small of a nitpick as you can get, but behind the characters is this big window with a view of the ocean. And it's very clear that this is a green screen, and it looks really bad in my opinion, but it's very rarely shown. You don't really see it a whole lot, and when it was there, I kind of just forgot about it, so that's not a huge deal. But my biggest issue is that this movie didn't feel like it was fully explained. I wanted to know more about what this dinner was and why it was created, because one of the characters mentions that he has been to this restaurant previously, but obviously none of the events of this movie occurred before, because why would he have come back? And another thing I really wanted to know is why all of the cooks look up to Ralph Fiennes' Chef Slowick in the manner that they do. They see him almost as if he's some kind of deity or god. They obey his every whim, and there's really nothing special about him. He's just a normal guy, as we come to find out. So why do they look at him the way they do? It just seemed very interesting, because it almost came off like they were a cult. Maybe that's what the movie was going for. They're just cult members, and Ralph Fiennes is the cult leader. But I really wanted to know more about why they felt the way that they did about him. But that was not enough to ruin this movie for me, because dude, I loved the menu. I'm so happy that this movie did not disappoint me, because I was so ready for it to after seeing this trailer for months and months. But in fact, I surprised myself with the rating I gave it. Overall, I would give the menu a 9 out of 10. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my review of The Menu. If you guys saw this movie, let me know what you thought about it. Did you love it like me, or were you disappointed like I thought I would be? If you guys like this review, be sure to hit that thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. If you want to see my previous reviews, I will link those right over here. Other than that, I hope you all have a tremendous rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. There's gonna be some more reviews coming this week.